Hey guys, so the title of this video is the hardest part about being a new car salesman. See, the hardest part about being a new car salesman is the fact that you're a new car salesman. There's a stigma behind it. People judge you, your friends judge you. They're asking you why you would get involved in this type of industry. And then on top of it, you walk into a dealership and there's literally nobody there to guide you, nobody there to teach you. Everybody in that dealership is literally, they just care about themselves. They don't really care about you. When I first started out in car sales, I literally started out as a car salesman, literally out of desperation. It was not my first career. I never actually dreamt of being a car salesman. I only got involved in car sales literally because I needed to make money. And a lot of you guys who are probably watching this video, car sales was not your first career choice. Car sales was not a thing that you dreamt of when you were growing up as a young individual. Car sales, you probably got involved in car sales out of necessity. You got involved in car sales because you see it as a way out. You see people winning, you see people succeeding, you see some guys who are making a killer income, or you've heard by watching videos like this, myself, Randy Elliott, that you can make a great living being a car salesman. School probably wasn't for you. You probably weren't the type of guy that wanted to go to university and study there for 4 years and just have your head just in books basically for the next 4 years. That's not the type of person that you are. You're probably one of those guys that wanted to hustle. You're naturally just, you make a lot of friends. You have some sort of confidence. You're the life of the party. And that was the case for me. Being a guy who was young, I never had a father figure in my life. I never had somebody to actually teach me, coach me, and guide me about what I should do with my life, how I should save my money. So you have these dreams, and then you have car sales. And I can tell you one thing is that nobody should get in the way of your dreams. And all car sales is car sales is a way of you funding your dreams. But I know what it feels like to be a new car salesman. Because when I first started out in car sales, I think the number one reason why I succeeded was because I literally had my back against the wall. I had no other choice. I had just literally lost everything. I had left my hometown, which was Edmonton, moved to Vancouver by myself at 23 years old to run my own business. And I had lost everything. And there was no way that I was willing to go back to Edmonton just empty-handed. So I got involved in car sales out of necessity. But I think the only reason why I succeeded, literally, because I had no way out. I had to succeed. It was literally do or die. That's what it was for me. And for new car salesmen, I feel for you. Because the number one reason why car salesmen don't succeed or they quit in the first couple of months is because there's no guidance. There's no mentorship. There's nobody out there pushing you. There's nobody out there. See, car sales is not just about you memorizing scripts. Car sales is not about you just, posting cars on Facebook Marketplace. It goes so much deeper than that. For you to make $10,000 a month, you need to literally become a $10,000 a month person internally. If you work on yourself, Jim Rohn said this one thing, if you work harder on yourself than you do at your job, you will be successful. These kind of things, nobody ever taught me. Nobody ever coached me on these things. My managers were guys that, they had never heard of self-development before. They've never picked up and read a book before. They didn't know about these things, becoming a good quality man, good quality person. But for you to make that type of income that you want, you literally need to change who you are. You literally need to get rid of all these self-limiting beliefs that you have. You literally need to start identifying what are your weaknesses, and you need to identify the person that you need to become. And you literally want to draw that guy out. What does he look like? What kind of habits does he have? What does he dress like? What kind of hairstyle does he have? This is exactly what I broke down in my goals. And I read who Vishal is becoming in the next 5 years. What does he look like? What type of family does he have? For you to make a $10,000 income, you literally need to change your perspective on life and on work. A lot of your friends out there, they'll say, oh, you're working too hard, this and that. What is actually work? Like, you think you're actually working really hard? Compared to who? Compared to what? You literally get to walk into a dealership that has air conditioning. You get to dress to impress. Okay? Clients literally come to you. You don't even need to go to clients. And you call that hard work? Compared to who? Imagine right now if you were living in the 1600s, where literally all you had to worry about was surviving. All you were concerned about was how you were going to get your next meal. Hard work compared to who? First thing that you need to do is you need to change your definition of what hard work actually is, because if you are not willing to work hard, you will never ever make it in this industry. And there's seasons in your life. But I want to enjoy my life. I want to have work-life balance. I want to travel. I want to do all of these things. That's a toxic way of living. I can tell you right now, if you don't sacrifice something now, your future self is going to make the sacrifice. Somebody is going to sacrifice something at some point in your life. Either you make the sacrifice now, or your future self, when he's 30, 40 years old and he has kids, not only will he be sacrificing something, but his kids will have to sacrifice something as well. But if you sacrifice something now and you're willing to go all in and you're willing to work hard and you're willing to do the daily non-negotiables and you're willing to work on yourself, if you're willing to sacrifice now a season of your life, your future self will thank you. I feel for new car salesmen because nobody ever had conversations with me like this, realistic conversations about what it's going to take. Most dealerships, they're okay with you just getting by. They're okay with you just selling 10, 12 cars, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 a month. But I can tell you right now, if you really want to take this business seriously and transform your life and treat this business like a business, not like an employee, this business will completely transform your business and who you are. But for that to happen, you need to become a completely different person. That's all I really have to say in this video. But work harder on yourself than you do at your job, and you will be successful. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later.